All right, we are back once again. Hello, everybody. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse, and we have a fun one this morning. Built ourselves a bit of a pile here, but there's a reason for the season. And I don't know who you follow in the Magic world on Twitter, but one of the characters that I follow is let's see if I can find the tweet here. AJ Sacher, who had quite a great tweet from a couple days ago. In Standard, you could build it with 100 or maybe even 120 card Golgari midrange deck, and it would barely be worse than the stock 60. Well, we went a little bit more than that. We went to 189, and I had to use a mana calculator app to figure out exactly how many lands I needed, and it turns out I need like 70 something for this. But we're more or less playing every card that I have seen in the various life phases of this green-black deck included. So Burglar Rat, Dusk, Legion, Zealot from way before people were playing the Explorer packages, Harpooners, we're playing everything. Even playing some, we're making some concessions to the deck size too, like these treasure maps to help us smooth out, district guides. There's some cuts I made, like some cards I considered, but I cut just to keep the deck from getting too bloated, ironically. And then we're going to play a nice 8-card sideboard here, Wildgrowth Walkers and Deathgorge Scavengers. But I figured it would be kind of fun to take this enormous pile of a deck and see. We're also playing the Molder Hulk Memorial to Folly plan here. Just see if this gigantic pile can win any games against what might be some more tuned decks that are, definitely tuned if there are 60 cards, right? Or tuned relative to this. But I didn't, another reason I'm doing this, we don't really have a new deck to play yet, because I haven't really gone over all the GP results. And I think, until I see some more new builds of like Jeskai, or, I guess I could have played Boros, but I think I'm missing some cards from that. I guess we're gonna keep. It's a little loose. Look at this. The deck size is actually like huge here. Our opponent mulligans, so this Burglar Rat's gonna be extra good. But if we can curve Burglar Rat into like Isareth, just imagine their hand is gonna be destroyed. Alright, here it comes. They weren't planning on this one. Overgrown Tomb. I'm assuming they're going to push that because they don't even have a single green in play. Alright. We're playing a bunch of these tap lands just to help us smooth out the mana. So there's only 8 total of the rare duels. Oh, shoot, I made a mistake there. We want to find land. Because if we can just get Doom Whisperer into play against our opponent here, there's a chance it just works, right? Alright. So if this is the case, I guess we're going to play Isareth here. And if we miss land, we can attack with her and bring back the Branchwalker. Declining here, because we're just going to play the Doom Whisperer. Alright, and they scoop. Going into our sideboard here, we know we're going to want the Deathgorge Scavengers. And since they're unlikely to have enchantments, we'll take out the Brontodons. Look at that. 4 in, 4 out. So easy. The deck basically plays itself. I wonder if they noticed our deck size. I wonder if we were also to cut this down to 120, what it would look like. I think we keep this hand. We got all our colors. Midnight Reaper is really good. And these mirrors. Ooh, hey. So we're gonna have on-time Carnage Tyrant here. We got Arch of Vraska as well. Ooh. Reaper for Reaper. So they're not going to know what to play around because they have to play around all of it. That's the real advantage to a deck like this. No. Baby Vraska, don't do it to me. Alright, Memorial. Plaguecrafter. Plaguecrafter's pretty good. So next turn we have Dusk Legion Zealot. We're gonna get to Carnage Tyrant. It could just be good enough. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're still a little bit off from the city's blessing. But if these games go long, right? Like they're gonna deck before we do. That's pretty important, I would say. They're actually gonna float mana and sack the land here. So I guess they're not on the Carnage Tyrant plan. I mean, this is just going to come down next turn, right? Like, what are they going to do about this? Oh. That's a pretty good answer. Short term. I actually wanted that, but I don't have any. And I'm not going to craft them. Alright, chapter 2 goes off. This is a really good sideboard card in this matchup. We have to worry about Eldest Reborn now. But I think we still have to just play our... Ooh. Actually, now we just play our Azoni. And get our City's Blessing on. Get this value before the graveyards get removed. Sure. This also hedges us now against any Eldest Reborns that they may have. Yep. See, if we had played that Carnage Tyrant, we would have been boned. A little annoying that they're just cycling through their lands. 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we do have to do this. Make him discard. Yeah, I'll discard a swamp. We have a couple engines here, like we have our Arch online now, and we have our Memorial to Unity. So we can start digging for more cards. We really don't want to lose any more of these little creatures. Alright. I mean, they get to bring it back with Eldest Reborn, that's fine. I guess let's do this and see what we find in our top few, because we might find a play here. Ooh. Motorhulk's just a good one to have, I think. So we can just hardcast it next turn. Start looping these memorials. It's also just a big boy. 6/6 fungus zombie. So they can bring back the Chupacabra, bring back the Reaper. That makes sense. They can cycle it. They have their own Carnage Tyrant, but Motorhulk blocks Carnage Tyrant. Do we want to do this? I think we do. I just feel like we have a much better engine in place right now. We get to play all the engines when you have a 180 something card deck. They're not interested in that second Vraska. You know, it's interesting how bad this Planeswalker can be sometimes. Like, they've cycled through so many cards, and it's not, I mean, it's taken some hits. Like, we have to prevent it from embleming, but... And as I have my own here. It really has not been that amazing. We go Vraska v Vraska here. Hit their Reaper. Sneak this Guild Gate into play. I guess they'll chump block. No, there's gonna cast down, huh? Well, we need to find some big stuff. We need to find a way to go over the top here. So I guess the question is, do we just draw off the arch, or do we dig, or do we use Memorial? I'm kind of inclined to dig 5 or 5 deeper. Let's see if we can find a Doom Whisperer or something good. Midnight Reaper's pretty good. Vivien Reid's pretty good. Sacrifice the rat. Draw 2. Chupacabra. Alright, draw some more. This actually works out okay for us because they're moving themselves further away from the ultimate. I think we're okay like this. Glowspore Shaman is not bad here. I guess we don't really care actually because we're just going to play Vivien. And plus her. Finding Doom Whisperer is pretty good. That's a pretty good one too. Oh, we could find another Azoni if we go nuts off Doom Whisperer, but we have 2 left in 154. So I haven't run the numbers, but with only 15 left to play with, I'm not sure we have a really good odds. Alright, so yeah, well, these beetles have been heroic. This is why I don't really like this. Well, I mean, obviously, like most of these decks don't play as Oni anymore, but this is one of the reasons I think Eldest Reborn is not amazing in this matchup. We kind of left it in out of necessity. Alright, so they're letting us have a turn. Let's see what's on top. Both these cards are good. And luckily we'll be able to play them both. Underrealm Lich. Get rid of this forest. Oh, we get to see 3. That's crazy. The other 2 go to the graveyard. I wonder if we even care about this Eldest Reborn at this point. Can finally remove this Vraska, unless they have an instant speed kill spell here, like a Doomblade. Cast down. I guess we'll remove it. We do want to keep the Finality. And honestly, maybe we were meant to just cast it there and bring back Carnage Tyrant and Molder Hulk. We don't want either of those. Ooh, both of these are good though. Doesn't matter the order really. Oh shoot, it does, because Underrealm Lich is gonna make us pick. And we'll probably just pick Doom Whisperer though. This is not even a legend. Maybe we actually want Scavenger. Doesn't matter because we're going to get the other one back with Finality. So I start getting rid of the things we don't want them recurring, like Chupacabra. See what we can find broker back here. Chupacabra of our own is good. We're at the point where if they Finality us, it really doesn't matter. We'll have 2 Planeswalkers in play. Finality of our own. They're down to 24 cards too. We still have 140 cards in our deck to get through. This is fine. You think we can't grind through that? Come on. Maybe we could have done that turns ago. I really hope they noticed how big our deck was there. So AJ, so far, in the experiment, I mean, I went way overboard from what AJ said, but so far, we went 2-0 against the smaller build of the deck. That was pretty funny. I think we will try this again tomorrow as well. Maybe I'll trim some cards, make the deck a little bit tighter. Maybe I'll make a 120 card version of the deck. It's going to take discipline. It's going to be tough, but I think we can do it. And I think this experiment will continue, at least until we find some new decks from the GP and figure out what we're going to play. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. It was very fun. It was... I can't believe we still had over like 130 cards left in our deck at the end of that game. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks all for watching. If you have any fun ideas for future experiments, I'm not interested in doing something like that with Izzet or Jeskai, but I think for a deck like this, it kind of works. Yeah, that's it for today. Stay tuned later this afternoon for more competitive constructed, of course. Please remember to subscribe and leave a comment and like. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back soon.